Welcome back.
We're here.
We're done with these scrubs.
Wow, that's really rude. And I don't care for your tone.
No, you don't. Hey, Hercules is one of your favorite movies.
Yeah.
Now we're going to the movie that everyone tends to forget exists. But you know, we have to first deal with this. Excitement.
Oh, yeah. You know what just occurred to me?
What's that?
I might actually get my face in our logo thing soon.
Okay.
Because both of us have jobs now.
Hmm.
So I might actually get to count for something as part of the channel.
Kate.
Yeah?
You always counted.
No. I'm a scroob.
It's just the most exciting gameplay you've ever seen.
It really is. I'm thrilled. Oh my god, no wonder these videos are getting views. Cause did you see Bumby there? She was just like making it. Also, I got Bumby kisses on the finger.
Bumbalina kisses with the Charlie Bumby.
Yeah, you're being very quiet. You're being loud.
She's camera shy now.
You have to be louder.
Why do I have to be louder?
You're not very loud.
I'm sorry. I'm just so enthralled by the gameplay of
Oh my god, I know.
Gummy Ship.
Yeah. So how's everybody doing? Comment below.
I thought we were done, but no, we're only halfway.
Oh my god. Kill me.
I'm so glad
It's just poorly designed more than anything. Like, it doesn't look good.
It's not even just that. I think a large part of it is just it's not interesting. Like, it's an auto-scroller, but you're not really engaged. Like, you don't really need to be engaged to do it.
No.
Like, you can probably just do this the whole way and come out fine. Like, I'm honestly, like, I know they reworked it in the sequel, but I'm honestly surprised they kept the Gummy Ship for Kingdom Hearts 2. Considering that this is seen as, like, the worst part of the entire first game.
Hey guys, do you know where we're going now? Can you guess?
Is it the Jungle Book?
Yes.
Is there even a Jungle... Oh no, there was supposed to be a Jungle Book world.
Yeah, they just might not have been able to get the rights to it.
No, like, there was development for a Jungle Book world for... Okay, yeah, that might be part of it, but they found files, like, for art and...
Yeah.
Even a modeled world for the Jungle Book for Birth by Sleep. And it just went unused, like, they cut it.
Yeah, they probably couldn't afford the rights to it, to do it. Because they would have had to get special permission to do it.
Is it like a Disney thing, or is it like Tarzan where there's another rights holder?
It's a different rights holder.
Okay.
Because Tarzan was what, Edgar Rice Burroughs, I believe?
I think so.
Who, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but he also did John Carter. The John Carter of Mars books.
The name sounds familiar, I'm just not...
Yeah. But then... fuck, I can't remember. I'm gonna look it up, actually. Hey Siri. Who wrote the Jungle Book? Seriously? Hey Siri. Who wrote the Jungle Book?
Which one? Here are some options. Jungle Book. Jungle Book The Jungle Book. The Jungle Book 2. Jungle Book.
Jesus
Original
Christ.
1942 version.
Good. Hey Siri. Who wrote the novel The Jungle Book?
I found 6. Rudyard Kipling.
Yeah, it's Rudyard Kipling. I figured.
Thank you.
But I just wanted to be sure. I actually have a copy of it somewhere.
Cool.
But
What is this place?
This place.
Okay.
I love that the first thing we do in this world is attempt to murder a jaguar.
I got
Yeah.
separated from my
Wasn't a
friends.
heartless. They don't even try and justify it in any way. It's just, this is what's the jaguar's name again?
Friends.
I don't fucking know.
Friends.
Right, my friends. There's two of them. The loud one is Don.
Sora's like, no, I don't like the duck anymore.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Because he said let's go to a different world instead of search this one. But
And Kite.
realistically, this, like, yeah, we have to seal the keyhole, but this world is this world, like many Disney worlds, largely irrelevant to the overall story.
Yeah.
They really don't.
And also, you know something that bugs me, and I know we've talked about this before. Most of these worlds are Earth.
Yeah, when you really think about it, it's just Earth at different points in history.
Yeah.
Not sure I
Because, like, this would have been late 1800s, early 1900s. You know, Cinderella in the Birth by Sleep would have been,
Tarzan go.
you know,
Sora go go.
Well, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast.
those
Oh,
would
what's
have been,
the-
like,
what's the other
18th century, I guess.
What's the other one that would have been around that time? Because there's three princesses from that timeline, right? There's Belle, Cinderella,
Sleeping Beauty was earlier. She was medieval period.
right? Aurora was medieval. Snow White was also medieval.
Where are we?
Was she actually? There were kings and castles with her, but
Sora's okay.
the hunter. I don't remember. Did the hunter use a gun or did he have an axe?
I don't know, but they still, like, they had guns in that time period. It was just, like,
Okay,
very
so-
primitive guns.
Yeah, so Snow White could have been around the same time as Cinderella and Belle.
Yeah. But it's, like, different areas of the world.
Yeah, because Belle's France, and there have been some communities that say that Beauty and the Beast and Notre Dame happen and the Hunchback of Notre Dame basically happen at the same time.
Yeah. And then Agrabah would have been in the Middle East, like.
Yeah. I don't know why. Like, if I had to pick I keep forgetting about Aladdin as a property, but really, if I had to pick a favorite like princess, Jasmine just seems the most interesting of the classic ones.
Yeah.
Like between her, Cinderella, Belle, Aurora, Jasmine just seems the most interesting. But that's maybe because it's not fair competition for Aurora because she spends the first half of the movie happy and then the rest she's asleep.
Yeah.
Snow White and Cinderella are just there in their own movies.
So we
The
got
stories-
Ariel.
Ariel's alright. I thought there was a treasure chest up here.
You have a friend.
Yes, I have a poot.
There's a ladder.
Yes, poot. She's like, no, you are not a comfy bed.
She's like, I want mommy. Come on.
I thought there was treasure chests around here. Do they?
There might be.
Or it could be one of those things where they spawn them in later.
Yeah.
No, the treasure chest down that boat, which I can't reach. Treasure.
I don't know who my favorite classic princess would be. Because, like, The Little Mermaid is one of my favorite Disney movies, but it's because I have such a nostalgia factor for it. Megara doesn't count as a princess,
Not technically.
even though I think she should, because Hercules is a fucking god, like a demigod, like, and he's technically the prince of Olympus, if you want to go based on the Disney movie.
version.
Like, he's technically the prince of Mount Olympus. So, like, you
I
know.
remember. What's her name? Persephone? Is that the wife of Hades in the Greek mythology?
Yes.
Yeah, she's technically mortal, right?
Huh?
She's mortal, isn't she?
No.
Oh, I thought Persephone was immortal.
She is immortal.
No, I thought she was a mortal.
No. No. Persephone is the daughter of Zeus and his sister Demeter.
Yeah, well, Zeus has a habit in Greek mythology of having sex with anything with 2 legs.
Yeah.
Sometimes even more.
Yeah,
Didn't he fuck a horse at one point?
probably.
Because this is Zeus we're talking about.
That's true.
Like the Greek Zeus, not Disney Zeus.
Yeah. I mean, that Zeus looked horny on Maine, too, so, like, let's be real. But, like, yeah, Persephone is the daughter of, Demeter. It's actually part of why, like, the whole spring and winter thing, because she spends 6 months in the top side and 6 months below kind of thing, and it's because winter is when she's below because Demeter is unhappy that her daughter is down there, and
Alright.
I don't know, it's Greek mythology is interesting. Interesting and complicated.
Yeah.
Oh, my ankle is itchy.
I was thinking more about the Disney princess thing. Like, it just becomes more complicated when you try and think about it.
Yeah.
It's like, what constitutes a classic Disney princess? What even constitutes a Disney princess, apparently? When people like Mulan count as a Disney princess, but she wasn't a princess, she was a regular rank-and-file soldier.
It also, like, I get very annoyed when people talk about Disney princesses, and not for, like, a reason you might think. It's more because, like, especially in, like, recent years, you have all these people who are like, oh my god, Anna and Elsa are the only Disney princesses who didn't do stuff for love in the movies, and it was, you know, a family thing, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, did y'all forget about Merida? Who's arguably the coolest Disney princess?
I mean, Mulan didn't do any of what she did for love. She did it because she wanted to preserve her father's honor.
Well, that, again, yeah, that's another thing then. People fucking forget about Mulan, but then they make the argument that's like, oh, well, she still got together with Shang at the end, so...
Which is actually a Disney thing, that because apparently in the original story, Mulan was the general of the Chinese army, not like the original Chinese legend. Mulan was the general.
Legend, she was real.
Okay, well, I can't remember. Are legends like myths, or are there some truth to legends?
Fuck if I know.
But still, like, so in like, but still, the story of the real Mulan, she was the general, not Shang.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, that's just, look, it's a Beauty and the Beast reference. Because it kind of looks like Mrs. Potts.
Yeah.
Sir not appearing in this movie. Because they don't. What?
Love you.
Love you too.
Somebody wants you.
Yes,
Make
it's
room.
a poot.
Make room for her. She wants to be egg.
And like, does this lady count as a Disney princess?
Tarzan.
I don't think Jane does.
No.
Because she's
Hi there.
she's the daughter of a researcher,
You speak English.
or is she a researcher herself?
So then,
Both?
not related to
Okay, I can't. It's been a long time since I've watched Tarzan. I don't remember what Jane. I remember Jane was related to the old man. I couldn't remember how much of the research she actually did herself, or if she was just along for the trip.
Both.
Both.
Circus of clowns. Not much use for hunting gorillas.
No, but I think a talking dog and a duck that size would be something you'd be interested in hunting. That duck is bigger than most turkeys.
all the merrier. Do make yourselves at home.
And duck is delicious, so...
Well, anyway, I'm staying. Huh?
Dawn doesn't even look mad there.
Look at this.
It's a gummy. But what does it do?
Wow.
So,
I really don't understand some of the choices Nomura made for this series. I mean, I don't understand him in general, but I'm also very just like... I get that it's kind of supposed to be goofy Disney stuff, but then he also wants us to take it seriously too. So it's like, why are you calling it Gummy Space and, you know, Gummy Ship and stuff? Why can't it just not be a ship? Like a special ship used to go between worlds. Like, it's just dumb. And I think he can't decide whether he's walking the line between a series, like a game that's supposed to be taken seriously, and something that's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Well, Tarzan?
Still interesting is like,
Where are my friends?
I'm gonna make a world.
Pirate.
I'm gonna make these Disney worlds, and they're gonna be the main focus of the game. I was like, but they don't really do anything to push the plot forward. So he's cramming the plot into the more original worlds for the limited time you're there. Like with this game, you get the most plot on Destiny Island, and then again more in Traverse Town because
Like
even
Hollow
though,
Bastion and stuff.
yeah, and then you don't get any substantial plot other than, oh, our friends might be here, until you go back to Traverse Town.
It, as much, like, I'm just thinking about it, and about that. As much as I wasn't a fan of Kingdom Hearts 3, I think that they did a really good job with, like, the monsters world. Even though I still didn't like it, but I think they did, like, a good job with that because it was something that was, like, it followed the general kind of idea of the movie with, like, you know, the monsters and Boo and stuff without, like, being an exact recreation of the movie.
Yeah, I think after all this time, I have warmed to the original stories being told in 3. So Monsters and Toy Story.
Yeah.
Like, I think I still have some issues with it. Like, what Randall having teleportation powers is ridiculous.
Well, yeah.
And Boo being there completely, like, it's another problem that I don't know how long it'll be till 3, and anyone watching will probably forget anyway if they haven't played it. But there's another issue I take with 3 only because they're taking things that were supposed to be tearjerker, but ultimately good things, like Boo going back to her room, and in the case of Kingdom Hearts, the return of a certain character who shouldn't be around in the franchise anymore, Roxas.
Oh, yeah.
Because those were ultimately sad but good things for the game, for the story. But no, Nomura's like, bring them back.
Well, because his ultimate problem is that he's, like, so big into fucking fan service, and it legitimately bothers me because it's like he had the chance to do something really fucking cool with these games. Like, you know, we'll take Aqua as an example, okay? Aqua was in the World of Darkness for over a decade. You cannot tell me that she would still be pure of heart by the time she came out. You just can't. That's not how, like, psychologically dark shit works. It just doesn't. They had a really cool opportunity with that to show another example of how somebody could, number one, conquer the darkness, but also use it to their you know, advantage with
kinda
stuff.
like what Riku does.
Yeah, they had such a cool opportunity with that, but again, it was like, oh, we gotta make her pure and good, and she's the only blah blah blah. And, like, you know, they're just... I feel like the entire series, the ultimate thing of the series is wasted potential. Because they could have done so much cool shit with it. But they didn't.
I think a big issue with 3, especially with Aqua... Oh, actually, we'll continue this conversation next time on 3 Dorks Play.
Okay, yeah.
Because I didn't realize we were going over.
Fuck.